journey. We're talking about top 10 evergreen viral topics for 2024. And this is for entrepreneurs. So, whether or not you're an entrepreneur already or you are planning something up your sleeve to embrace your entrepreneurial journey or to strengthen it or to enhance it, this is the topic for you. I'm Kari'𝐬, and I am very passionate about content because I grew up in content. I started out in television when I was 16 years old. I'm a trained television, radio, and stage speaker, as well as a producer, presenter, and general content creator. I've produced content for a whole bunch of different things. Even had my own content agency and public relations and marketing agency. And I've worked both agency side as well as inside organizations. I started out in management at around 25 and in the Blue Cross Blue Shield as public relations manager. And I started producing for national TV when I was 19 years old. So I've literally embraced this whole idea of content creation for 25 years. And one of the great things is just how much more things are accessible to us in this day and season than they were before. And so my job is to help you overcome all of your fears of being in front of camera, of coming up and speaking in front of people, and probably figuring out what to do, what not to do. You know, all of these people are talking about a bunch of different things. So I'm going to give you some ideas that are going to be useful for you. And why am I talking about evergreen content in particular? Because evergreen content really means that there is no time limit. So, if you talk about something that's seasonal, then it's only valid for a particular season. So people will only be searching or only be interested in it in Christmas things, for example, during Christmas time. So if you're doing Christmas like the candy canes, nobody wants to buy candy Christmas canes in February or in March unless they're probably shooting a movie or some sort of content for Christmas, right? But it's not usual that people will be looking for those season specific things out of season. Whereas if we're talking about something like just regular mint candy, that would be something that people would be looking for all throughout the year. Even peppermint candy, just regular peppermint round candies, also round about the year. So that's what evergreen is. It means that it is always in demand. And the great thing about producing content that's always in demand is because it means that you end up having a passive source of reference, whether it is the content refers to your service, refers to your expertise, or it drives income. So it's a lead gen situation, or it's an content gen situation, and a cash gen situation if you're monetized. So here are the things that we're talking about today. So if you're an aspiring entrepreneur, I want to know, like, how hard do you think it is to create content? Let me know when you come in. Like, what are some of the roadblocks that you're having in creating content? So we'll talk about those things and see how we can overcome those things. So let me know in the meantime, what are some of the roadblocks you're currently having in terms of creating content online? So you're in for a treat this afternoon with these 10 viral topics that will help you keep you engaged, because that's important, right? We don't want you to get bored, and we also want your audience to be engaged, and will also help to inform you as well as navigate you through the world of entrepreneurship. So we're kind of killing a few birds with one stone, right? So the main kind of topic that's going to be viral for this year. So I'm talking to you about trends that I'm seeing as a executive content producer, who's been around in this business for a while and based on watching online trends and stuff. So these are my lists. This is my list of 10, and I can tell you that number 10 is my favorite. So stick around to find out what number 10 is. And I also have a special for you related to that one. So the first one is success stories. So everybody loves a good rags to riches story. Everybody loves to hear of how somebody has overcome trauma, overcome struggle, overcome hardship to find success, to find all sorts of things, success in business to make it. So how you spend $100 turning $100 into 100,000 or into 1 million or into hundreds of millions or into $1 billion. So we want to hear those stories. People want to hear those stories. Those stories are going to be inspirational from now until thy kingdom come. So that is the kind of evergreen content that you want to produce. Find people who have a really interesting stories, who have gone through and have or are going through, but there's so much inspiration, so much wisdom that they have gleaned on their own path that it would be of use to your audience. And you need to share those stories. Those who started from humble beginnings and who have achieved remarkable success,